Hello, everybody, and welcome to another M19 draft here on the channel. If you're watching this on YouTube, welcome. And before I begin the draft, I would just like to remind you that if you enjoy the video, be sure to hit it with that thumbs up and subscribe to get updates for whenever I post new content. But without further ado, let's get into the draft. Boom. Okie doke. So our rare is a bit of a junker. It's just not playable in limited. It's just a 1-mana 1/1 with no relevant ability, pretty much. Aerial Engineer is a card that is nice in the white-blue deck. You can usually get a couple artifacts, but I don't like taking it before I have it in white-blue. Rex Sage is surprisingly good. A lot of the time you'd think, oh, it's just a sideboard card, but in this format, there's a lot of removal that's enchantment-based. There's a couple of miscellaneous artifacts running around, like equipments, so it's a pretty solid first pick. It's going to get you a 2-for-1 a lot of the time. It is better than Rabid Bite. After that, I like Aviation Pioneer. So I think I go Rex Sage, Rabid Bite, Aviation Pioneer, and then Boggart Brute. I like Boggart Brute more than Shield Mare. Shield Mare is the next pick in line for me, but Rex Sage is just quite good. The value is definitely there. Okie doke. So the rare is missing from this pack, so it's really hard to draw any like immediate conclusions, any signals. I think Inferno Helion is fine, but you really only want it in red-white. Sometimes you'll play it in red-green if you have a couple Colossal Majesties that you want to turn on early. But a lot of the time, it's not really as good there because you are trying to win the late game. You're not trying to just rush them down. And the fact that this does go away makes it a lot worse in that type of deck. Fountain of Renewal is just a solid card in a lot of decks. It's not at its... It's at its best in blue-white because there are some artifact synergies, or in black-white because there's some life gain synergies, but it's fine in any deck. It's not as good in green decks. I do like Colossal Dreadmaw. I think the best card, however, is Knightly Valor. It's just a very strong card, and it's not as easy to punish in this format. Like, it can get killed if you're playing against a black deck, but a lot of red decks struggle with it. Some blue decks struggle with it. Some white decks struggle with it, especially because Take Vengeance can't kill your guy. So I'm going to take the Knightly Valor second here. I have not actually seen an Enigma Drake deck yet. I would like to try that at some point, just take an early Enigma Drake and force it, but it's not even either of my colors, so it's going to be kind of rough if I try to do that. There is another Aerial Engineer. Maybe I'm supposed to move into blue-white here, but I don't really like jumping into blue-white when I don't have both blue and white cards, because then if I move out of white, I'm moving out of 2 cards. Skyscanner is a pretty safe bet because I can play it in any deck, so that is a consideration. It's going to be pretty decent in any deck. Kind of okay with Knightly Valor. Like, it's not great to have a 3/3. Like, it's good to have a 3/3 Vigilant Flyer, but it's usually better on a little bit something bigger, so you can benefit from the defensiveness of the Vigilance. So you put on your Colossal Dreadmaw, and it plays both sides of the ball. That's like a basketball term. It means you can play offense and defense. At least I think that's what it means. So if you're a basketball junkie, don't just yell at me in the comment section. Gallant Cavalry is also fine, but since I don't know I'm playing white, I'm just going to take the Skyscanner here and hedge my bets a little bit. It is a pretty strong card because it is a colorless card. Okay, so now we have a Surge Mare, which is a decent blue card. I'm not as high on Surge Mare as I was when the format started, because a lot of the time in the early game it's just an 0/5, which is fine. I mean, but you can't hold the mana to make it a 2/3. So if they have like 2 1/1s, then they can sometimes attack into it or something like that, and still get in for 1 damage. It is pretty nice against green decks. I will say that much. Take Vengeance is a pretty good removal spell. I think it's quite nice to have at least 1 in your white decks just to catch you up if you fall behind, because it is much better when you're behind because you can sometimes play this and another spell in the same turn. I don't love Rise from the Grave, though it is fine against certain decks. I don't think it's great, though. So I think the choice is between Surge Mare, Dreadmaw, and Take Vengeance. I think Dreadmaw is one of the cards that green decks really want to be using, but I'm going to take Vengeance. I'm not sure if green's open. I have seen a couple Dreadmaws, but I'm also not sure if white's open, but I think Take Vengeance is a little bit less replaceable because you can play multiple green fatties, but cheap removals at a premium. Angel of the Dawn is the clear pick for me here. I really do like it. I think it's one of the better top-end cards for really any deck. The Vigilance matters a lot for defensive decks. The +1/+1, I mean, the +1/+1 is good for any deck, but Vigilance is really nice because if you're at a defensive deck, it can really help you turn the corner because you're not exposing yourself. It is good with Gallant Cavalry, but I like Angel of Dawn here. It also solidifies me into white. And yeah, after that pick, I would probably take Gallant Cavalry because I don't have a reason to jump into blue. And then I might take Aviation Pioneer and jump into blue. Okie doke. Inspired Charge is a nice card. in a lot of decks. Not really as much in green-white. I've also passed up on a couple of the 4 mana to make 2/2/2s. I could take a Bristling Boar and just stick to green, though I'm not sure green's open. So I think I'm going to take an Inspired Charge and either put it in the sideboard, but I don't really want to commit to green as much. Inspired Charge is the type of card that it's nice to have access to if you end up with that right type of deck for it, especially one copy. The first copy can be really good for you, and Bristling Boar is fairly replaceable. It's like a good card, but I don't mind passing it for a card that has a decent chance to make my deck and is in the color that I'm guaranteed to be playing at this point, whereas I'm not sure if I'm playing green. Okay, so it looks like we are still seeing that strong blue signal. I think Snapping Drake, as of right now, is going to be a little bit better than Scholar of the Stars. You can usually get Scholars a little bit later. Also, the flying is quite relevant. We do only have 1 artifact right now. We could definitely pick up more, but if we don't end up with some artifact synergies. I do think Giant Spider is a good card. I think we've been getting a blue signal. We've seen several white, blue, gold cards. So the problem is we might have put the guy to our left into white, blue. This is one of the times where I might actually think about that, but missing out on a Giant Spider is not insanely bad for us, and we might, if we see blue pack 3, it'll more than make up for it. Okay. Knight's Pledge, not really where I want to be. Rustwing Falcon is a fine sideboard card. I actually really do like it as a sideboard card because it's really good against red-white because they play like Goblin Instigators and then it just shuts down those and it's just pretty good at double blocks. Titanic Growth is fine. I think it's between Falcon for the sideboard, Titanic Growth if we want to play green or Anticipate. I think we're just going to take the Rustwing Falcon for the board. And now an Aviation Pioneer. This card Wheeling is a nice signal that blue is open. I think we're going to take it over Mighty Leap fairly easily. We get a Mighty Leap anyway, though I think we're going to take Giant Spider and keep our bets open on green. I don't think we're going to miss a Mighty Leap all that much. It is a nice signal to know that white is a little bit open, though. Another nice green card, and a red card now. Okay. I like Havoc Devils over Trumpet Blast. And Stitcher's Supplier, because we're never playing Crash Through. And okay, so we ended up with a bit of a hodgepodge here. Not in love with our spot in this draft. This has been a tricky one to navigate. Ooh, another Stitcher's Supplier halfway to our playset. I don't know if I've ever taken one of this card before. If it randomly becomes a $10 uncommon, we just made 20 bucks. Though I don't know if it would ever become that expensive. Whoa, okay, so Dryad Greenseeker is the best uncommon in the set, pretty much. If you play this on turn 2, and they don't kill it, you pretty much just win because it just gets you so much value, and that does make me want to move back into green. We also saw that late Giant Spider, so I think we are going to move back into green just because Greenseeker is basically a mythic rare power level card. It's just so good at 2 mana. There's also not a great white card. Gallant Cavalry would be fine, and there's definitely not a good blue card, so we're going to take Dryad Greenseeker, and we'll probably get hooked up in green this pack. So we're going to just try and play green-white. So looks like we might have to play Rustwing Falcon. So this is our curve as of right now. I do like Starcrown Stag. Satyr Enchanter is fine, but it might wheel. Nobody really wants it unless they're white-green, and it's not even that great. We only have 1 aura. And it is a good aura, but not really that great with Satyr Enchanter. Ooh, I do like me a Gasbark Twins. Gasbark Twins is one of the better stabilization tools in the format. It can block twice, and it attacks very well, so I really do like the Twins. I think Basilisk is second place, but having a nice fatty is really good. And now Blanchwood Armor is not great. Highland Game's not great. I guess we could take a Stone Quarry and prepare for a splash, potentially. We could also take a Blanchwood or a Highland Game, or go back into blue, though I don't really want to go back into blue at this point. I think we have to commit, and I think we have committed. And immediately just seeing all of the blue cards. We're going to take a Giant Spider here. Over a Field Creeper. Hopefully we can see some more green stuff. I think our deck is going to be fine either way, but maybe we jumped into green too early. We did see the Gasbark, which kind of solidified us into green, and then we saw a couple blue cards. So this draft has been really tricky. Importantly to note to just not get too results oriented, because each time I made each pick, I wasn't being like silly, like going for. I wasn't like, I don't know. It's tough. It's tough. We could take Oakenform. Don't love Oakenform. We already have a Plummet. Just a couple of red cards, just a Dwindle. Dwindle's the best card in the pack. I think I'm just going to take Oakenform. And now Oresco's Swiftclaw is the only white card. Why is Strangling Spores in the pack? I'm so confused. And Titanic Growth. I kind of like Titanic Growth in this type of deck. It is nice with like big tramplers. It can save your like Dried Greenseeker from removal sometimes. Having one Titanic Growth is nice. I don't love Highland Game. I don't love Knight of the Tusk. But Titanic Growth is nice. I think it's just a very strong combat trick. It has a lot of applications. Applications, as they say. Not sure if I'd play the Satyr if it came back, the gold card. Whew. Oh. Thank you so much to WeX for the follow. I really appreciate it. Man, it startled me. I had my music up too loud. We don't want Desecrated Tomb. Talons of Wildwood is sometimes good in this type of deck because you don't... If your big guys are like 4/5s for 5, then they don't have trample, then they can get chump blocked for a while. So we're just going to take the Talons. It's also nice if we get the Satyr back, which we didn't. Not the hugest deal. All these red cards, we're just going to take Brawl Bash. And Mighty Leap. And another red card, because why not? And Ether Tunnel, because why not? And Active Treason, and we're back where we started. Our deck is not insane, but we do have a couple of strong cards. We could just play Greenseeker on turn 2 and win immediately. That was my dog. Emma! Yeah. My dogs are both joining me in the room, giving me good luck for pack 3, clearly. That's what dogs are for. We got a sweet rare. It's not at its best in our deck, but it is sweet. The rare being Dragon's Horde, of course. We don't have any dragons in white-green. What are we going to take? We could take it, but I think we're just going to take Vengeance. It's not... The second copy is not as good as the first copy. We wouldn't mind the Thornhide Wolves wheeling, but we aren't going to play Dragon's Horde. Maybe Dragon's Horde is worth something. I don't know. It probably isn't. Dragon's Horde. Yeah, I just know that I saw someone playing a deck with it and it looked kind of sick. Okie doke. So, putting the non-creatures over there. And now there's a Sift. The rare is missing, so we don't really know that they took out of this pack. We're just going to take the Daggerback Basilisk, or as Ben Stark would say, the Daggerback Basilisk. I definitely could see someone misreading this card. I've definitely misread cards before, but it's really funny when you watch him draft. I really highly recommend watching his draft videos, by the way. Ben Stark over at Channel Fireball, but it's funny because he says Basilisk, because he just doesn't see the S, which is really funny because he called Ben S. I don't know. But we're going to take the Basilisk. And now we're going to take Centaur Courser, I think, over a Thornhide Wolves. One of the Thornhide Wolves will likely wheel. And, yeah, we just would like a strong 3-drop. More strong 3-drops the merrier. Ooh, second Rex Sage versus second Starcrowned Stag. I do like Starcrowned Stag a lot. Rex Sage number 2 is much worse than Rex Sage number 1. So I think I'm going to, because you ran out of target for the Rex Sages. When am I going to stream a PGQ? PGQs are much harder to stream because you have to because they're harder because there's downtime in the middle. I've definitely streamed them before, but it's harder because you play your round, and since it's not a league, it's like a big organized event. You're waiting in between rounds, and then you're trying to figure out what you're supposed to do because you don't really have time to do a draft in between. We're going to take the Stag since we already have a Rex Sage. And now a Rabid Bite, another Horde. I like Rabid Bite, good removal. It's good with the Basilisk. I think we're going to take a Greenwood Sentinel, just a solid 2-drop. We don't need Marauder's Axe as much in this deck, hopefully. I like it with Oaken form. It's a nice little 1-2 punch kind of thing you can do sometimes. Ooh, Dreadmaw. Let's go. That's what we wanted. Another big fatty. Another fatty. Feels good, man. This deck could definitely win some games. It's not like the type of deck that just screams out, oh, unbeatable deck. But the thing with unbeatable decks is they can definitely be beaten. You just have to draw a little bit badly. But this deck, if it has medium draws, it can definitely beat other people that have medium draws, medium decks. It's the type of deck where if you showed me the end result, I'd be like, it's fine. Like, all the cards individually are decent. There's no, like, clunkers in here. It's got ways to win. Elvish Clan Caller, obviously the greatest elf, buffing up this elf and this elf. And we're obviously not taking it. I like Gargoyle Sentinel in this deck. It just gives us another flyer, and a 3/3 defensive body is nice. I do like Terramorphic Expanse, but there are good cards to take in this pack, namely the Gargoyle Sentinel. I think I would take the Expanse over the 3rd Giant Spider, because we already have 2 of those, but I do like Sentinel. And now a Thornhide Wolves. We already have an Inspired Charge we're not playing, and Thornhide Wolves is just another 5-drop, which we could do with another 5-drop in this deck. We have enough 2-drops already. Pack Beast, not really where we want to be. We don't really need the Knight of the Tusk, though, so. Swiftclaw, probably not going to main deck it, but we might. I think Greenwood Sentinel's better, because there are some 1/2s and 1/3s. So, yeah, there's definitely like a couple of cards to punish Swiftclaw quite badly. Ooh, another token form. We could potentially play those. The Knight's Pledge. Tormenting Voice, I think, is a key part of the red-green ramp deck. I came to this conclusion after flooding out horribly, so take it with a grain of salt. But I feel like it could be really nice because it's like a combo deck in a way, ramp deck. Because ramp decks are like combo decks in a way because you need to have lands and big things. And if you draw all lands, then you lose. And if you draw all big things with no lands, you lose. So drawing a happy medium is what you want. And then Tormenting Voice can get rid of the thing you don't need. So that's the logic, at least. So what is our closest playable? Our closest is this Swiftclaw. Most cuttable cards. We don't want 2 Oaken forms, I don't think. Especially not when we have a Talons as well. So I think we're going to cut the Oaken form. And then I think we might cut 1 Take Vengeance, because although we don't really have any removal. I like these defensive creatures. Basilisk is nice. We could just cut Swiftclaw. But I think having 3 2-drops is nice. We'll cut Mighty Leap. Mighty Leap is the worst card in our deck by far, I think. I think Titanic Growth is much better. I'm going to go 9-8. Why would it go 11-6? What the heck, Magic Online? Like, look, I have some 2-drops, and they're all single-colored. They're very easy to cast. Let's roll. Let's go, 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 go. Ooh, Vengeance with Stags. You're right. Great catch, Bestafar 2. Great catch. I like Take Vengeance more than most people, though. 2-mana removal is just very good. It doesn't kill some things. Like, sometimes they have their big guy with Vigilance, and you're like, well, that's bad for me. But then other times, their big guy doesn't have Vigilance, and you're like, wow, I just killed their 7-drop with my 2-mana removal spell. Or you stag kill it, and you're like, wow, I assembled the greatest limited combo of all times. Doomblade 2.0, that can kill non-black creatures, but it's only sorcery speed, so it's worse, but I don't know. Ooh, we get to go first. Cabrown, 100 is our opponent. Our hapless foe. Ouch, this hand is... Huh. Yikes. So this hand just loses to a lot of decks. If they have 1 removal spell, we basically lose. Because we cast our big thing and die. I think we have to mulligan this. Normally, I mean, there's just some decks that we can't beat with this hand. We also, one of the other reasons I'm more likely to mulligan is if we have Dryad Greenseeker in our opening hand, we're so likely to win that I'm more willing to mulligan. Okay, I'll keep this hand. That on the bottom. This hand is much better. We have a 3-drop to play and to take vengeance, and yeah. Okay, so against, yeah. So we need to hit one more land here. Whoa. So yeah, if our opponent had played Mystic Archaeologist against us last game, this is actually semi-decent because we can bait him into attacking and then take vengeance as Archaeologist, which we can't kill otherwise. Yes, the bait! We baited him by not drawing land. It was all strategy. And then we get to play our hoofed friends. Ooh, Skyscanner, not the greatest punish for me whiffing. The Basilisk. Heck yeah, we got him. We got him. Opponent knows he's been got. Manolith. And a Rupture Spire. Yikes, the combo! Oh man, the Rupture Spire combo. Too strong. But Basilisk doesn't care. Well, this is unfortunate. If we draw 4 lands in a row, I think we will win. If we do not draw 4 lands in a row, I think we will probably lose to whatever our opponent's 6-drop is. Or 6-drop here. Chaos Wand. Ha! Ha, that's hysterical. We have like 2 instants in this deck. One of them is Rabbit Bite, so that would be bad, but a lot of them just don't do anything. Okay, I don't think we're going to attack because we still do. So we have, I'm just trying, this is like a good thought exercise. I have Take Vengeance, 1 more copy of that. I have a Rabbit Bite. I have a Mighty Leap. I'm just going to attack. Not Mighty Leap, I have Titanic Growth. And I think that's like it. He's dispersing. Oh my gosh. Disperse is not a good play there. So he's like really counting on this Chaos Wand, and it's just not going to come through for him. Like he can take Vengeance, our guy, maybe, or he can Titanic Growth his Skyscanner. That's honestly what I'm most afraid of. No, I'm not afraid of that, really. Take Vengeance, Rabbit Bite. Yeah, so. Okay, Rabbit Bite's gone. He milled essentially 4 lands. Okay. Going to play my Centaur Courser again. He's going to counter it? Oh my gosh. Really? Interesting choice. Can't say I agree with him. He's going to go for a Chaos Wand again. Oh no, Rocks Oracle. Okay. That's more acceptable. I really hope he hits Take Vengeance off his Chaos Wand and just can't kill anything. Okie doke. We are going to play our Basilisk. We'd rather trade that with a Rocks Oracle, I think. He clearly doesn't have any fatties in his hand or he would have cast them. Anticipate. Hey, yes, good boy. Good dog. Good dog. We'll trade it with his Rocks Oracle. I hope he spins the Chaos Wand and hits Titanic Growth. I really actually hope he doesn't because that makes me kind of scared for my safety. Yep, Titanic Growth. Up the Skyscanner goes. Oh, that's hysterical. Wow. Destroyed. It's actually pretty bad for me. I'm just going to trade a Star Crown Stag. I'm not going to be aggressive enough this game to attack him. He's flooding a bit. Yeah, I'm dead. Because I can't block this and the Surge Mare. Okay. So Chaos Wand is pretty bad for my opponent, but and I do have a Rex Sage, so I'm not going to bring in anything special. Swift Claw is bad against the 3-1, but other than that, it's not great. Opponent's not great against him. He only has a Sky Scanner. I kind of just like my configuration. I don't want to bring in more instants and sorceries, that's for sure. Maybe there's an argument for bringing in Oakenform. And we are mulliganing. And we are keeping. And maybe Oakenform would be good. I didn't see a ton of removal. We're going to bottom that land. We just want some spell action here off of the top of our deck. Ooh, interesting. We do know he has Disperse, though, which makes Oakenform on turn 3 a little bit risky. I say we go for it. Let's do it. He plays around his Essence Scatter that we know he has. And if he disperses, he's essentially trading Disperse for Oakenform plus Tempo, so not great for us, but he doesn't have Disperse, and we just got in for 6. Let's go. Knowing when to take your risks is one of the keys to drafting successfully. Chaos Wand, not going to be fast enough, buddy. Hopefully. I hope it's not fast enough. We do have one of our Take Vengeances, so he is dead next turn. If he spins Chaos Wand here, he is a brave soul. If he hits my Take Vengeance, I'm gonna just cry. He has like 1 in 4 odds or something. No, you've got to be kidding me. This man is the bravest man I've ever met in my life. Oh my god, that took so much guts. I literally only have 1 of that in my deck. 1 left. There's literally 1 card or he's dead. Oh my god. Oh my god. That man is a monster. That is evil. Pure evil. Holy smokes. What the heck is that? Holy schmuck. He's just going to cast Chaos Wand again. Land. No, I don't have another Take Vengeance. It's in my hand, you monster. He knows I have 2 of them, I think. Oh, he's totally losting. Not cool, bro. Not cool at all. Oh, that's evil. You're evil. He can mill it with Chaos Wand if he so chooses. Rocks Oracle. Okay. Wow, this guy is a monster. I'll trade my 2/2 here. Jesus, I cannot believe he was literally dead to any other spell in my deck. He can't use Rabid Bite. He can't use Titanic Growth. What other spells do I have? Don't even know. He's holding up Chaos Wand again. Land! No! You've got to be kidding me! And land and I Knightly Valor and win. Oh, Disperse. Okay. I'm going to Green Secret here. No! He has Essence Scatter too. The catastrophe strikes. Yikes. I guess if I'd drawn land, he would have dispersed me and I would have been destroyed. I'm still in shock over the Take Vengeance hit. What an absolute mastermind. Clearly outplayed me. Just draw Starcrown Stag here. Get dumpstered, I know. I need to get good. That was so bad. Oh my gosh. Opponent is just like, yes! I hit the Take Vengeance. I knew he had it in his deck. Didn't know that I had one of those in my hand. And I was just like sitting there like, you're dead to any of my other spells. Jeez, he had like 1 in 4 odds or something. I don't even know how many spells I have in my deck. Oh my god. You disgust me, opponent. I am thoroughly and utterly disgusted by what you are doing right now. Taking advantage of a mana-screwed opponent like this should be banned by the Geneva Convention. Now he can hit Rabid Bite off of his my Chaos Wand, which of course he will, because he's a monster. Oh my gosh. Oh man, oh man, oh man. I could still draw my own Titanic Growth. Oh, Rock's Oracle, okay. This guy is a monster. This is evil. What he's doing here. He's like, his Chaos Wand is not random. It is just choose best card in opponent's deck. Draw that card. Take Vengeance, your guy that draws you extra, probably, and then I'm on a 3-turn clock anyway. But he's going to hit +4/+4, so I need to draw a land for my Gas Spark next turn. I am so sad. Would have won this game. Spin the wand. You know you want to. Wow. He's playing Mill. I don't even care where he scryed. Land. Okay. I think our last spell is Titanic Growth, so he's just going to Chaos Wand, get a Titanic Growth, and I lose. Oh my god. Unless he mills it. Please mill my Titanic Growth. Please! No! He milled Talons! That's value, but no! He's got Titanic Growth. That's the last hit. Oh my god. He used my 3 spells expertly to destroy me. Oh my god. That was evil. Pure evil. He literally picked his spot. He was like, boom! Take Vengeance. Boom! Rabid Bite. Boom! Titanic Growth. Just like, boom. Those are my only 3 spells. He just completely destroyed me. I cannot believe this. Okay, let's look at my deck. Titanic Growth, Rabid Bite, Take Vengeance, Take Vengeance. And that's it. Oh, he had 1 in 3 odds of winning the game. Or, Jesus. Wow, that was like, opponent's Chaos Wand is not Chaos Wand. It's just Tutor Wand. It is known as the Great Wand. The Great Wand of Evil. That was disgusting, what he did to me. That should be banned by the Geneva Convention. Holy smokes. What the heck was that? I'm just cracking up. That's hilarious. That's like opponents like sitting there like, oh my god, I'm the greatest Magic the Gathering player of all time! Meanwhile, I'm like not hitting my 4th land drop for 6 turns. Like honestly, both of those games I would have won if I'd hit my land drops, I think. Okay. The Novice Knight strategy. If he goes Knight's Pledge, then that would just be justice, because I just did that to someone in like my last draft. Oh my gosh. No! It's justice! It's justice, and I can't kill it with any of my spells! Oh, that's so wrong! Oh, now I know how my opponent felt! Oh, that's so messed up. Oh, that's so bad. That's hysterical. I literally just did this to someone. Like, the exact same. I was playing Boros aggro. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is hysterical. Oh man. Kill spell? Nope. Leonin Vanguard. Yeah, I wasn't playing that card. Marauder's Axe. Yeah, things are looking grim for the good guys here. Still on that old 4-turn clock lifestyle. Let's just block and use our Titanic Growth. Hope for the best. I think that's going to give us the best chance of winning this game. Stag, double block, lose both our guys. Sounds like a losing proposition. Oh, thank God. Maybe block the 4/5 and take 6 here. And then we can Nightly Valor up our Gargoyle Sentinel. That way we have a 2/2 to trade with that. And a 5/5 to block. We could just block that with a 5/5, and 5/5s are hard for red-white. And we have a chump blocker for things get out of control. Dang, that was... Though, to be fair, Starcrown Stag is pretty good with Vigilance, though. We are in fine shape here. We're in okay straits. Oh, Catalyst. I thought he was going to play Luminous Bonds and I was just going to die. I wouldn't have just died to it. Looks like we stabilized. Stabilized, as they say. We're fine trading off this 2/2 with any of his guys, so we'll go for it. It's got Vigilance. 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 Opponent deep in the tank, deciding whether or not to block, or whether to even move to the blocker's step. There may be something to do before moving to the blocker's step. You never know. That blocker's step can trip you up. Wow, this is a deep tank. The blocker's step. The blockers. Ooh, no block. Interesting. Very interesting. Interessant. Ooh, the line breaker. Now I won't attack with my 2/2 because the line breaker can attack into this if it has the thing on it. So I don't want the 2/2 to trade off. Yeah, okay. I'm just going to play my Starcrown Stag and then fire this guy up for that big hit for 5. Gargoyle Sentinel too strong. Go, take to the skies, my friend. My ally. My apprentice, as they say. And then opponent casts Volcanic Dragon, and I cry. Though they probably would have Catalyst Elemental ramped it out. Oh man, Volcanic Dragon, Sat Catalyst Elemental equip. GG. Not going to play around that, but it would be funny. Like if they have Volcanic Dragon, I'm probably in bad shape. Ah, trading off your 5/2 for my 2/2. I like it. A bold strategy, foe. Opponent. Hostile Minotaur. Huh. He has no cards in hand. Okay. I can Talons this attack. Then I can block the hostile Minotaur too. I like keeping up the attacks because now I have him on like a 3-turn clock. He has no cards in hand, so he's probably just going to draw some dumb small creature. Exactly. Exactly my point. I think I'm just going to cast my 6/6 here. I can take a turn off attacks for that. It impacts the board pretty high amount. He's going to go up to 13. This way, if he motivators out something, I can still have a great blocker. I'm going to go Spider and then get an attack in. Just much more efficient this way. I put him down to 7. And this way, if I draw land, I can do that again. If I attack Alpha, I tap this thing and this thing. He can take these two. Oh, I could have killed him that turn, maybe. I tap this and this. He has 3 toughness. This gets in for 3. No, he jumps these 2. He doesn't die that turn. But he's close to dead. Okie doke. So against the aggressive opponent, we would like our Rustwing Falcon tech. Because that is truly the spicy tech that I have been developing over the course of the format. I think it's quite strong as tech. And then I'm going to bring in my 2-drop. And we shall take out our Thornhide Wolves. And our Basilisk. Run it like this. Man, we managed to beat the Novice Knight into Knight's Redemption. Oh, the sideboard tech and the Dryad Greenseeker, we can't lose! Guaranteed victory. We have the Rustwing Falcon. With Rusty in our hand, we cannot lose. Actually, with Rusty on the battlefield, we cannot lose. Oh, you played your 1-drop, thinking you could get in for damage. How cute. How cute, opponent. How very adorable of you to think. I find it quite adorable. And we have our mythic uncommon here. Going for that Knight's Pledge? Question mark. Ooh, the Marauder's Axe. Still. Rusty remains a fearsome threat in the darkness. Destroying foes. We have our Ghastbark Twins to ramp into with all these lands we're going to be drawing. These sweet, sweet lands. If he spends his turn equipping and attacking and we trade with Falcon, it's just so good for us. Motivator. Sure, we'll trade. Oh, he's not trading. We're going to draw on his turn. Because we already have a land for this turn. You could just open form this guy up. Kind of like that strategy. alternately. Yeah, we're just going to open-form it. It's just a big guy now. This way, even if this guy gets +1, we can still block it. We didn't see any luminous bonds game 1. He only has 3 cards in hand. Ah, the Knight's Pledge. I see, opponent. I see. Okay, I'll block with Rusty. We trade 2 for 2. But I have Dryad Greenseeker. %100% hit rate every time. Never missed in my life. Too good. Nerf this champ. I'm just kidding. Nerf. Greenseeker, nerf. Not going to attack him, obviously. Obviously. Okay, Cavalry. We're definitely going to Talons our 2-4. Aw, dang it. I was going to be 2 for 2. Opponent's thinking, can I beat a 3-5? If that answer is no, press 1 now. Wait, oops, I meant to play this guy. I thought it was my opponent's turn. I was not paying attention. I guess I left up Talon's get back. Going for that sick outplay. Okay. Ah, yes! Sweet justice. We're gonna activate this guy on our upkeep. Actually, we don't mind drawing a land here. The hard read, because if we draw a land, we can cast Gas Spark next turn. We'll just draw 1 extra land, and then we'll start activating it on our upkeep. This is why Dryad Greenseeker is so good. It's a 2-drop that just wins you the game on its own. We've drawn 3 cards off of it. Gonna activate on our upkeep so that if we hit a land, we can draw a spell. Okay, that's fine. Gas Spark Twins. Not going to attack with this because he'll just trade with this guy that's actually really a 1-1. A line breaker, you say. But we have our twins now. Like if we hit a land here, that means we're going to be more likely to draw a spell. Yes, I like it. Ooh, I like it. Let's go. Obviously, I'm not going to make that trade, opponent. He probably has a 5-drop in his hand. He's been mana screwed this entire game. And we win the match on the back of Greenseeker, drawing us like 10 cards. Look at that. We drew 4 more cards than our opponent. Well, we are into the final round, looking to pull off the 2-1 with this spicy medium deck. Exactly how I drew it up. Losing to the whims of fate in round 1. It's whimsical. The whimsicals of fate. It was actually hysterical, not gonna lie. Kind of worth losing just because of how funny it was. Like, imagine if someone lost the Pro Tour Finals like that. The guy's like, ooh, baby, let's keep it. Ooh, if Dryad lives, we win. If it loses, we lose. We are live or die by the Greenseeker. Live by the Greenseeker, die by the Greenseeker. He's on a mold of 5. Please don't be able to kill our Greenseeker. Please. Please, it's all we have. He's on a mold of 4. Just concede. The Greenseeker. The Greenseeker. He's on a mold of 4. If we lose to the guy that mold the 4 with our Greenseeker, he doesn't have a land. Okay, doke. And we have our Gaspark twins. Oh my god, poor opponent. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It's actually not funny. It's just sad. Okay, we're going to use Greenseeker on upkeep. So we can try and draw spells. Okay, Sky Scanner is an acceptable draw. Okie doke. I like it. I like it, I like it, I like it. Oh, we hit another spell. I mean, another land. Nice. Diamond Mare, okay. Opponent's in decent shape. They probably can't beat the Greenseeker, but I like it. I like the attempt. Okay, another spell. Nice, nice. Like, I haven't drawn my best spells, so, like, it's kind of close. Like, not really, because I have 3 cards, and I know that they don't have any lands, but they could hit a land here, murder my Greenseeker. Yeah, they're in fine shape here. Greenseeker hasn't hit me a card yet, so definitely not over yet. Definitely over now. As soon as I draw my first card off Greenseeker, I'm just like, wow, this card, too good. And we will get in there. Trading this off isn't the best, but it's going to happen eventually, I think. And clearing the way for our Gaspark twins is nice. Also the way for our Greenwood guy. Okay, fine blocks, fine blocks. As long as he can't kill Greenseeker, we are in great shape. This guy's making a game out of it, though. Sky Scanner, nice value, nice value. Now he has enough to Strangling Spores a Greenseeker. Okay, that's a fine draw. If he goes like Mind Rot here, I don't even know. He'll probably Strangling Spores my Dryad. If I lose to the guy that molded the 4, I'm going to be a bit ashamed, but it happens, I guess. Drawing 2 extra cards, and he molded the 4, and still not in great shape. Oh man, that's hilarious. How is this? I mean, as soon as I slam Gaspark twins, if he doesn't have murder, I'm just gonna win. That's the thing with 7 drops. He's up to 5 lands. He has 5 lands, the same number of spells in hand as me. I mean, same number of spells. He has 3 spells. Strangling Spores. He's still in the game. He could definitely murder my guy and completely screw me over. This is insane, but it's crazy. It's crazy, 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 crazy. Greenseeker did draw me 2 cards, which is nice, I think. Gonna get this Ghast Bark Twins down. So we know he doesn't, I'm pretty sure he doesn't have Murder, or he would have murdered my Green Seeker. But you could just have Lich's Caress. Jesus. We're gonna lose to the guy that literally kept a 4-lander that had no lands in it. That's hysterical. We're not losing this game by any stretch of the imagination. We're merely not winning as badly as we should be. I mean, we're not really winning at all. It's kind of an even board. We know he has 2 spells in hand. Man. We did keep a heavy land hand. And we are in kind of bad shape. I'm not feeling overwhelmingly confident. That's for sure. Like, if he plays a Land Horizon Scholar, we're in, like, kind of bad spot. Like, kind of bad indeed. Sift. Yep, he has more cards than me. He has won the card advantage duel. Somehow. Unreal. I am very, very, very confused as to how he did get pretty lucky, to be fair. Considering he mulled the 4, I mean, he can understandably be allowed to get a little bit lucky, but he did draw enough lands to cast spells and be functional. He literally kept a 0-lander and then drew like 3 in a row after his first turn, but it's kind of crazy that this is actually a pretty close game. I think he's actually winning, surprisingly. Did he just ditch an Aviation Pioneer? What the heck? So that means he has 4 spells in hand. He wouldn't ditch an Aviation Pioneer unless he had 4 spells. Please, Colossal Dreadmaw. Please. Dreadmaw. That's a nice draw, though. And I do have Talons in play. Talons isn't, like, showing off its full potential here. It is letting me get in for 3 every turn, which is nice. So he can't really kill the Greenwood as easily. Talons is just like not really pulling its weight as a full card here. Oh my god. I'm going to Rapid Bite the hell out of that. Definitely Rapid Biting the Ishareth. Oh man, yeah, I meant to fire this guy up. I'll play the land. If he kills this guy, I want to be able to bring back Talons. And I want to be able to activate Gargoyle Sentinels and stuff. Another Sky Scanner. Yeah, I definitely meant to activate the Gargoyle and attack him. Okay, I take 2. Oh, that was a great draw. I don't want to attack with the Death Touch guy. It's pretty good with the Trample. So if he does ever kill this... He could have Essence Scatter. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. But, like, he could just also have nothing to spend his mana on. You never know. It's hard. Wow! Holy smokes. If I hadn't cast my creature, I think I would have won there. Oh my gosh. And now I'm back where I started, kind of in bad shape. Oh my god. That's horrifying. If I just do nothing there, I'm just in such good shape. Big draw here, looking for a spell. Okay. I'm going to kill the Departed Deckhand, I think. Okay, I'm fine with that trade. Okay, so me playing into the Essence Scatter is so far like my biggest mistake this game, but what an insane game. Oh my god. He's drawn more cards. He's further into his deck than I am. No attack with the Sky Scanner is suspicious. Yeah, that's the right attack, probably. Oh my gosh. He has a Snapping Drake. Oh man, is he going to trade it off? Probably. Nope. Oh my god. Definitely killing the Snapping Drake, buddy. I can't believe it. I don't have a play. I have... Oh my gosh. If I lose this game, all I need to draw is literally any spell, pretty much. Oh my god. There we go. This is where Talons shines a little bit. It's like a pretty decent equipment here. I didn't think he had removal, but this means that I have another thing to put Talons on. Wow. That was insane. He battled back from a mulligan to 4 there and almost beat me. That was insane. Okay, so we know he has some flyers. Definitely going to bring in my Plummet. Hey. I'm going to bring in my Plummet for sure. Plummet should be good.
No, you're not going out.
Oaken form, ouch. But yeah, it wasn't like this. That was insane. Oh, Swiftclaw out, Pack Beast in. Just because Pack Beast doesn't die to the 2-1. And the game might go long, so I might get back a Sentinel or a Scanner. Maybe I should just be main decking Pack Beast. I forgot that I had picked up the Sentinel, and at that point it actually becomes a pretty decent value card. Yeah, I probably should have been maining the Pack Beast all along. Maybe I want to bring in Rusty. I do have 2 Giant Spiders though, so I don't need Rusty as much. Rusty's better if they're like trying to rush me down. Man, I thought it was going to be a joke game, and then he like almost beat me when he mulled the 4. The classic struggle. Man, I think I should have been playing this all along. It's probably better than Centaur Courser when I have 2 artifacts. Though, I think it's much better in these long games. So I probably should have been playing it over the Swiftclaw or something. Man, opponents taking their time with their sideboarding. Okie doke. Looks like a fine hand. We will keep. They keep 7 as well. Going to be much harder to beat them when they have 7 cards. They almost beat us on a mold of 4, so. But that was partially variance. I think overall our decks are fairly evenly matched. There's that one turn with the Essence Scatter where I like basically made the game much harder to win. Departed deckhand. I will take vengeance that on turn 3. Mayhaps they are having mana issues, or maybe they're just playing their land post-combat. Nope, they are not. So they are going to get in with their Surge Mare. At least this means that Essence Scatter will not be up, and that means I can resolve Starcrown Stag and then probably Knightly Valor on top of it. Aviation Pioneer, okay. Okay. They're definitely a little bit mana screwed. But because they don't have a swamp, they're color screwed is what I mean. Did we see Disperse out of them? I don't think we did. And I think that Knightly Valor is just so good here that it's worth going for. Yes, it worked. Okay, and that's basically game. I don't think he can really come back. I mean, he could like draw swamp into swamp and kill this, but he doesn't really have good ways to kill it. Unless he has other like bounce spells or things. And now he's in the back foot, so he can't hold up his Essence Scatters. Like if he has Essence Scatter and I go for Starcrown Stack, he counters it and he's in fine shape. I can't attack with this and hold back to block the Surge Mare. Now I can block Surge Mare easily. And I think I would say you played really well game 1. I'm going to say that because I was very impressed. He played quite well. Okay. Tap that guy again. I should have attacked with my Vigilance guy. Mistakes were made. Oops, I meant to play the Starcrown Stag. That was a mistake. It's not a huge mistake. It could definitely cost me. Rats. Yeah, if I'd played my Starcrown Stag, it would have worked out a little bit better for me. As it is, I'm not going to run my Starcrown Stag into his open mana. I'll save it. If he taps out for Lich's Caress, which is his only real out here, then I can... Oh. Okay. Well, he got me good. Well played indeed. Well played.
How did it go, Nicolai? How did it go down?
I texted you.
I know, how did it happen?
I'll tell you later.
This is a disaster. Whoever made the oil with this.
Good.
Oil all over this area.
Okay, I'm back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Okay, opponent's not in great shape here. If we'd played the Stag, we would have just won already. But we, I was going to play the Stag. I guess I wasn't paying as much attention as I should have been. I also should have attacked with the Knight that one turn. Whew. I think we're going to win this, though. He looks like he didn't draw the swamp he needed to cast a Lich's Caress. That card is really good in this format. Lich's Caress, by the way. Definitely should be taking those cards very highly. I think my opponent has definitely played better than me, but they've definitely not drawn as well as me. Like, I think you play better when you're behind because you're like thinking about all your outs. That's definitely a thing that people have noticed in Magic Theory, but I'm still going to win this match. I think, unless he goes like some crazy combination of cards here and I just get completely destroyed from here on out, and then I'm just like, wow, very sad. Very sadness. Okay, what's he casting? Salvager of Secrets. Getting back Strangling Spores. Okay, yeah, he's dead. Dead on board, as they say. Kill that guy. Oh well. He said thanks, GG. Man, we managed to get the 2-1. The match we lost was kind of funny because we lost that Chaos Wand 1 out of 3. But That's the life of the Chaos Wand. Live by the Chaos Wand, die by the Chaos Wand, I guess. The deck managed to perform pretty well. It's funny because during the draft portion, it seemed like kind of like a mess of cards, but we were definitely in it for all of our matches. The second and third matches were quite easy to win, actually. I mean, the third one was kind of close, both games. Not the second game as much, but the first game was quite close. And then match 2, I guess, was pretty close. We played close matches all around. That's how we're going to put it. And then the first match was also close. So, yeah. But that is going to do it for this draft video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to click that thumbs up and subscribe to get updates for whenever I post new content. And even if you didn't enjoy it, you can click that thumbs up and subscribe anyway. I mean, it's free. Why not? If you have any questions about the draft or the gameplay, be sure to leave them in the comments section down below, and I will happily respond with my thoughts or answers. If you would like to catch me streaming live, you can find me on twitch.tv/NicolaiBolas. There will be a link to that in the description down below. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this draft. I think the deck was pretty good version of the archetype, and just some general takeaways. Pretty much you should be playing Knightly Valor as soon as possible. That's just one thing that I've learned over the course of the format. It's really good with Starcrown Stag. Oakenform is a card you can play early against certain decks and side it out against black decks a lot of the time. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and I will talk to you next time.